Are we about to witness the end of a chapter or the beginning of a scandalous twist? Could a single sentence on television reshape the love life of one of Turkey's most talked about actors? And what does it mean for the names that fans have long associated with magic on screen? Today, we dive deep into the story that has ignited social media and stirred the curiosity of audiences across 2 countries. Welcome to Magazine News and Gossip. If you're new here, buckle up. We dissect headlines slowly, clearly, and with a level of detail that lets you experience every twist as if you were in the studio with us. Today's story revolves around Can Yaman, a name that has become synonymous with charm, talent, and drama, and a decision that could send ripples across Turkey and beyond. It all started with one statement, precise and unyielding. During a recent television appearance, Can Yaman publicly confirmed what many suspected but feared to hear. His relationship with Sara is over. His words were firm, almost surgical. The idea of marriage with Sara is impossible, he said, citing trust lost, respect compromised, and the necessity of boundaries. Even the most patient heart can only stretch so far. The phrasing was formal, deliberate, and devoid of unnecessary drama. Yet the impact was immediate. Studio applause echoed the clarity of his decision, while online, fans erupted into speculation, reposts, and endless loops of the same moment. Overnight, what was once a fleeting clip became a cultural landmark, a statement that closed one chapter, while hinting at countless possibilities ahead. Why did this single phrase carry such weight? Because it didn't just mark an ending, it redefined a narrative. For months, silence, anticipation, and whispers had dominated the story. Nostalgic posts, hopeful comments, and maybe soon, predictions created a sense of a relationship in suspended animation. Can's clear boundary broke that tension, and immediately, public focus shifted from will it happen to what comes next. Inevitably, speculation traced a familiar path back to Demet. Years after their on-screen collaboration enchanted fans worldwide, the shorthand of their names, Demet, still resonates with nostalgia. Audiences remember spontaneous smiles, playful interviews, and an effortless chemistry that blurred the line between work and genuine connection. Within hours, #Jandemeti began trending once more, not just as nostalgia, but as a question. Could this turning point lead to professional collaboration or something more? Demet's camp, as expected, responded with measured discretion. Close friends described relief rather than triumph. Clarity prevents misunderstanding. Gratitude for boundaries, a desire for respect, and the subtle reminder that endings can be dignified were the tone of their statements. The message was nuanced. Closure is liberating, and it can empower everyone involved beyond the reach of headlines. Meanwhile, Italy reacted differently. In the Italian press, Can Yaman is not just an actor but a multifaceted figure. Fashion icon, TV personality, and familiar presence on primetime sets. Coverage emphasized courage, not confrontation, the dignity in asserting boundaries, and the melancholy of closing a door that might never reopen. In this context, the statement was not simply a breakup. It was a careful act of emotional stewardship across cultural and linguistic borders. Sara, for her part, chose silence. No flurry of posts, no immediate public rebuttals. Her restraint was interpreted as dignity and strategy, showing that private matters need not be broadcast. Friends commented cautiously. Private conversations remain private, and public clarity can coexist with personal discretion. As the dust settled, the entertainment industry immediately began calculating opportunities. If one chapter closes, what about professional collaboration? Rumors of a high-profile series featuring Can Yaman and Demet began circulating, combining market logic with undeniable chemistry. An internationally recognized duo, an eager streaming platform, and the media buzz practically write their own storyline. While nothing is confirmed, the speculation alone shows the magnetic pull of these names. Psychologists invited to comment on the television segment offered insightful analysis. Cannes' statement was framed as a boundary-setting declaration rather than an attack. Clear, concise, and protective of both parties. Ambiguity, especially in highly public lives, can be corrosive. Certainty, even if firm, provides psychological relief. Communication experts praise the choice of medium. A live broadcast removes temptation to edit or retract, reinforcing the coherence of the message. Upcoming public appearances hint at possible encounters. An Istanbul fashion event may bring Cannes and Demet into the same space. Nothing is promised beyond professional presence, a handshake, a nod, a 2-minute table sharing, or perhaps nothing at all. Yet fans and photographers alike will read meaning into every gesture, projecting anticipation onto even the briefest interaction. The healthiest expectation? A professional environment where work, not nostalgia, dictates engagement. Social media continues to feed speculation in subtle ways. A renewed like, a polite comment, a fan page narrative weaving together hopeful predictions. Strip away the noise, and what remains is deeply human, a community recognizing the end of a story while eagerly awaiting the next chapter. This instinct fuels pop culture memory, driving interest while sometimes overstepping boundaries. The lesson here is balance. Verify what you can and protect what you cannot. Ultimately, Yaman's single statement achieved clarity and responsibility. He closed one chapter without committing to a new relationship, honoring boundaries while leaving the door open for professional possibilities. If Demet Özdemir and he collaborate in the future, it will be through work, scripts, schedules, and artistry, not speculation. Friendship, professionalism, or nothing at all. Each outcome is valid, and each respects the human dimension behind the headlines. In summary, Yaman publicly ended speculation by declaring marriage with Sara impossible due to broken trust and the need for boundaries. The statement drew studio applause, fueled online #Semic conversations, and triggered rumors of potential projects with Demet Özdemir. Italy and Turkey interpreted the move differently. Dignity versus a second chance, while Sara remained silent. Analysts viewed the message as healthy boundary setting rather than hostility. Upcoming events may reunite Cannes and Demet professionally, but expectations should remain grounded in work, not legend. The takeaway: clarity in public life safeguards everyone involved and leaves the story open to be written responsibly. If you enjoyed this nuanced, context-rich take, subscribe to magazine news and gossip, hit like, ring the bell, and consider joining the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you support healthy public boundaries for artists with private histories? Would you watch carefully curated reunions on screen for the story rather than mere nostalgia? Thanks for tuning in, stay curious, and take care.